Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening in glorious cartoon graphics. Well, toy, not cartoon.
In glorious retro colors.
Yeah, I can move while I do this. So last time we just finished up the intro, and we're going to head into Dungeon 1. I kind of know my way around Dungeon 1, but after we're done with this, it's going to be a lot more pseudo-blind.
Oh yeah, this is mostly like, I at least have an idea of what to do, but I ain't helping you. I want you to have your own fun with this.
Yeah, and like Ogre actually knows the game a lot better than me, so I may have to resort to asking for help. But also, we're going to take a moment and just let me figure the game out. Hey, rude.
What, you never had fire throw fire at you?
Yes,
Wow.
That's what I wanted to do.
He jumped.
How you
and
doing?
You swung your sword, but he was jumped up high enough to dodge your sword, but you still grabbed the acorn.
How you doing there, buddy? Doing okay? That's a nice shield you got there.
It would be a shame if somebody hit the A button and I hit you for it. I told you it'd be a shame.
Man, those were some rude torches.
At least you got the compass. A tome.
I should have been like holding, and then they stop as soon as you kill everything.
No, I think they stop once you grab the treasure chest, because they're like, oh, you opened it, and well, we screwed up.
Okay, so as far as the remake goes, the one thing I was most worried about was the dungeons. Oh.
So did you hear that? That little tone you heard when you walked in?
Maybe.
That was from the original game.
I'm hearing a lot of sound effects right now.
Well, exit and enter again. Well, I think it's too late now. Every time you enter a room that has a key and you have the compass, it'll play that little doot-doot-doot-doot.
Oh yeah, that little, I remember that.
Just to remind you that, hey, there's a key in here.
Okay, so compass also shows where chests are. I'm gonna go to the left.
You've chosen poorly. Mostly because you're in a dungeon. I don't know why you're doing this.
You can't really choose right. Your wrong choice was to go into the dungeon. That little piece of crap. I forget what those things are called. They're not, well, farewell.
No, a piece of power, whatever will I do without it?
See, like, oh yeah, that jingle. When
Yeah,
there's
that
a
little-
chest in the room.
Where it's a chest, but I think it's either it's the chest or the keys. It might just be the chest as a whole.
I forget what those things are called. They're not Moldorms, because Moldorm is the big guy. I think they're just mini Moldorm. Joy! Okay, so nothing up top for us. So one thing that I was a little bit worried about in the remake was the dungeons, because that cramped feeling that I had in the original game, they can kind of open up the overworld more. There, I did it. They can kind of open up the overworld more, so you can see more of what's going on, but you can't really open up the dungeons more, since they're restricted to individual rooms. But they still handled it really well, because there were a lot of rooms like this that were opened up and connected to each other. And in the original Link to the Past, you'd just see, like, oh, this. The center little square, not even all the stuff around the edge, the center little square here. And then you'd have to, like, touch the bottom of the screen, and it'd take you down, and you'd see this. And that, opening that up like this, opening these larger areas up like this, really helps create that, what's the word, a mental map.
I mean, I was going to say the flow of the area, because it definitely makes it easier to go
But
from
yeah,
one
also the
screen to
flow.
another.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Also, you are 100% correct. They're actually called mini moldworms.
All right. I know some things sometimes.
Possibly. You keep swinging so hard, but yet they still latch onto you. It's like you're bad at the game or something.
Oh, look, sometimes you're just bad at video games.
Yeah. What's it to you? Not everyone can clear Dark Souls in their first time with just their feet and DK bongos.
Okay, so it actually took me a second to remember how to kill these guys. I think you had to tell me, like, hey, yo, use your shield.
Hey, yo, don't you have a shield or something? Cough, cough, hint, hint.
Well, I was used to just stabbing the other guys until they fell into pits. So I saw them, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna swing at them until they fall in a pit.
Do you just really go past the Goombas and not bring up anything about them?
I'll talk about them on the way back. I was talking about other things, like falling into pits.
You got the Rock's Feather.
Heck yeah! I forgot you caught this early in the game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best. I think it's because you might be thinking of the other ones where like the Rock's Feather upgrades the Rock's Cape.
So the one thing that kind of bothers me about this, and I'm sure I'll adapt to it later on, is it looks like when you're jumping... Let me get back down below. It'll probably be easier to see. Oh yeah, so much easier to see there. It looks like they set the rotation point when they spin your body, when they spin you around, specifically on your body. So like your body doesn't move, but your enormous head rotates around your body, and it just looks super lopsided. And it's kind of hard to tell where you are, actually.
Well, I think if you do it from the top side view, Oh, by the way, I didn't mean Goombas. I meant they're little chestnut people. They're not Goombas. There are no Goombas in this game.
It's a little better, like, front and back, but, like, left and right is... Whew.
It looks like he tucks in his knees while he's jumping. I think that might be a thing that screws it up.
Nah, it's absolutely the rotation point. Absolutely.
Well, you're just...
He's like, you can see his shield almost doesn't move. Like, his shield takes the correct arc. But his shield always stays out to the side of his body, and his friggin' giant head just goes completely around it. It really throws me off, though. Like, I'm sure I'll adapt to it. I'm sure I'll adapt to it, but it's a little weird.
Did you ever get the beak for that?
I did not. You get the beak a little bit later, I think.
No, you should have the beak by now, because the whole point is you're supposed to discover stuff with that.
Hey. Hey.
The bat almost hit you right back into the pit.
Oh, if only I had bombs. Because I did see a bombable wall back there. I've also got a bunch of keys.
It's always funny. It's always funny how, like, the older Zelda games, like, the bombs were just something... Yeah, it's treasure chest. Ooh, the big key. Or the nightmare key, as it's called in this game.
It's a boss key.
It was always weird how, in the original, in, like, the older Zelda games, like, the bombs you got, you could just buy them. But, like, in the 3D ones, it's a big damn spectacle when you finally get a bomb bag so you can actually get bombs.
I guess they realized, like, hey, you know what, we can put progression behind this.
I mean, it works in Ocarina. It works in Ocarina of Time. No, that's a one-way flip thing. You have to.
Oh, I remember that one. I've not been down there.
No, you haven't. That's probably where you get the beak at.
Probably.
Well, they made it more of a spectacle in Ocarina of Time because you have to do the whole Goron thing for that.
Yeah. Fine, I didn't want to kill you anyway.
You get to live this time, Jeremy. Jeremy the Bat. That's right, folks. His name is Jeremy now. I don't care what headcanon you had for that bat. It's Jeremy.
I always thought he was Jim.
No, it's Jeremy now.
Okay.
The other one
I mean,
you
that
killed.
doesn't fit with the elaborate lore that I've thought up, but...
The other one you killed was Jim. That one was Jeremy.
Oh, cool. You could just go straight to the map. So hitting plus opens up your item menu, and hitting minus opens up the map.
And doing those both at the same time allows you to do the cross bomber. If you did not see that one coming, you have not been around here too long.
Okay, yeah, so I need bombs to open up that one stupid room.
You need a cross bomber?
Yeah, so these are the one-way doors. These were in the original Link's Awakening, of course. One-way door. Got a little shape of Link on it, and you kind of get in them and go...
This is my door. I fit in this. And then I've ruined that doorway
forever. Let's not get
forever.
too horrific here.
Yes, I've ruined it forever for everyone.
Hi! How are you today? There is a way, and I have no idea how. Man, There is a way to, like, completely stun lock this guy.
Well, it's always funny. It's like every time we get one of these games, and you're like immediate. It's not immediate because we always do something like later than everyone else, but it's always like you get something like this and go like, I want to break it like everyone else has, and I'm just sitting here going like, please don't break my game. It's the little squeaking sound I made. Oh no, he got 3 of a kind!
I did it!
But how would you deal with 4?
This is where you get the beak.
Yeah, that's the beak.
I think I could have gotten here.
Yeah, you definitely could have gotten here.
Yeah, I could have gotten here. Yeah, you use the beak on these things. Oh, hey, telling me how to handle that room that I wouldn't have figured out. Way up here.
Yeah, there's like 2 owl statues up there as well. Which I do not think are very worthwhile for the turnaround, so...
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going back there. Oh, so every dungeon has a mini-boss. This one's mini-boss is a portal. Or, all the mini-bosses, when you kill them, open up a portal. The portal takes you back to the start. Or,
No,
you know, back here, just in case you want to, like, zip back to here.
Didn't know the portal is E7, so...
I mean, I have a key, but also a staircase.
You have the big key. You know, I think it's just because of you that I keep calling it the big key. Oh god, it is, yeah. Well, I hate to tell you, but I think those were in the original as well, so... I definitely remember those backgrounds.
Moleburger, my arch nemesis.
My delicious arch nemesis.
So, notably easier than, like, yeah, he's a first boss. And you go, man, you can't just give us Moleburger as the first boss. That guy's rough. But he's actually not... Hey, fruit.
Now he's a toasted moldy burger.
He is. But he's not nearly as bad as he was in Link to the Past, because you have so many walls around you.
Well, yeah.
There's only the corners that you fall into. And, like, technically these, if you stand on them long enough, break. But, like, that's the reason friggin' Tower of Hera was so rough, was because you just get knocked into every pit you possibly could.
But you got a piece, you got a heart container now.
I did! What happens if you fall?
You
get taken here.
Yeah.
It was actually as soon as I saw this, I was like, you probably fall down here.
Yes,
I guarantee you fall down here. And this is just your way back up. Rude. Oh man, I got a cello. Time to make some music.
The full moon cello.
I don't know how to play this. Okay, it plays itself.
A self-playing cello. What is this? Some kind of Disney ripoff?
Swamp.
Swamp.
In the blooms. I don't know why this very specific thing that very specific line reminded me of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know what ancient memory it drudged up. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. Help.
It's an owl.
Kill it.
Kill what?
An instrument of the sirens. So sirens exist? Where did this thing come from? Okay, collecting instruments, waking a windfish. You got it, buddy.
I'm sorry, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention.
I've already forgotten.
An owl showed up, and I was like, what? Nothing. Owls aren't known for giving out knowledge.
Okay, so I would really, really like some bombs, because I want to know what's in that one room.
It's probably
what are you
just
guys upset about?
Hey, buddy, it's serious, buddy. Buddy.
Oh no, the moblins came to the village. Oh, I like the text box.
How it's shaking, like, oh my god!
It's freaking out!
They've stolen everything! They stole that one book in the library that steals your soul if you're a moblin?
At Bow Wow's house!
Listen, guys, I'm just here to buy bombs,
Yeah, Man, she looks like she's got problems.
Yeah, just...
Hope that works out for her.
Guys, who's farting into the mic?
Okay, I think that's a crane game.
Oh, don't forget to swipe at the grass here.
Ah!
Because you get a secret seashell!
What do you do with it? I have no idea. But you know, it's there. Hey, yo, can I have some bombs?
Sorry, not selling bombs. There's a national tragedy outside. Ooh,
Dang it!
Oh, how much is the shovel going for?
Yeah, hold up. How much is that shovel?
So I can smack you over the head and steal all your bombs.
200! What a rip.
Wow, that's a lot.
How much is the heart piece? I
Probably
keep
like
seeing
200.
things like as I'm leaving. 200.
Yeah. What about the shield?
I don't need a shield.
You don't need to go back in. So wait, if your shield, because there are likes in here, if your shield gets stolen, does that mean like all the shields you buy, you put your name on them?
Maybe. As soon as you get it, like I gotta make sure everybody knows this one's mine. I gotta carve my name in it again. God dang it. Ooh. Ah. Okay, Bow Wow taken by moblins. We gotta go... Hi. I guess we should go take care of that. Sure would be nice if I had bombs, though.
Yeah, bombs would definitely help me out.
Hey, you.
Up your
That
face.
that one didn't have Bow Wow. Yep, sure is a swamp. So where exactly am I going? Where's a pit that I can jump over?
Up near that telephone area.
Yeah, there are. There's pits right up here. So we can head up there. I don't think there's anything else. Like, I've been everywhere else over here. I don't think it was... Yeah, that's that. These are all rocks. Those are all rocks in the way there.
There's
And
a
I
heart
can
piece
get everywhere
near.
else over here.
There's a piece of the heart right where that little next to the witch's hut, where those pits are.
Oh, up here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
You had to jump over the pits to get to it. But I don't know. I would head up first. If you were a good player. Oh, dang.
Oh! Surprise!
Surprise!
Okay, so what do we got over here? We got a telephone, we got that over there, we got all kinds of fancy stuff going on over here. See a piece of heart. Thanks.
Listen, if an egg kept stirring every time I kept playing music, it would make it really disturbing for breakfast time.
Got any good news? How you doing, Doc?
It's Dr. Wright. Or it's Mr. Wright. This is an odd one to make a connection to, but this is actually a reference to the SimCity NES, Super NES game. Because they just had Dr. Wright there.
And I remember that created some confusion with Mega Man because they, like, translated it differently, I think.
Oh no, that's not that Dr. Wright. It's the... whomever the guy who made SimCity stuff. That was just his avatar for it.
I mean, I know that, but I think, like, they first translated something weird. So there was an assumption that for a while that they were the same character because, like, Right Light.
You gonna get that treasure chest?
I wanted to see what was over there. Good job, me. Good job, me.
I'll press a button eventually.
Oh man, 20 bucks.
You could buy them. You can use them to get bombs when you get the chance.
You know, whenever they sell them. Why can't I
Only
just
had
open
some
this
way
from the
to live.
side?
Because you don't have the thief skills.
Dang it.
Gonna throw you into
All right,
a hole
well,
and snap you out of it.
Sure is. I thought it was up here.
I think you have to go past the swamp.
Well, as long as I'm here. I don't remember what button it is.
It's like right up there, but, you know, I don't blame you. We grew up in the age when all we knew that the A button was jump, and now everything else is telling us otherwise.
I'll take you. I hope that hits the ground before it hits me. Yay.
Use the X button to jump. What the heck's an X button? Use A in this household.
Tal Tal Heights.
Oh,
It is
thank
neither
God
wind nor a fish.
thank God they cleared up that continuity snarl. I don't know how many people would go mad over the fact that it's like, oh my God, a windfish? But it's not wind or a fish. How
Why is
dare they
it
do
called a
that?
windfish then?
It farts a lot, God.
Oh man, Dompe.
Dampy! He is for something that was added in the remake. You just went past the place you're supposed to go.
Sure did. Look, if I've learned anything from video games, it's you go the exact opposite of the direction you're supposed to go.
I do not fault you for that, but most of the stuff you need is the... gotta lift stuff, so...
Yeah, can't go that way. How about this way?
God, this looks so damn good.
It does. Why won't
It's
you
like-
die?
It's because it's already dead. Even those trees, these haunted-looking trees, just look so beautiful.
Okay, don't touch the grapes. Got it.
I'm concerned why you guys have a cemetery here.
Zombies.
Like,
Zombies.
there's a lot more dead people than I think there were alive people.
Yeah, maybe there used to be more on this island.
Like, you know, the more I think about it, the more this island doesn't make sense. It's like some kind of weird logic of some sort.
Oh, hey.
Also, it's just kind of weird that there's just straight up a cemetery. Like, it shouldn't be, because, like, Link to the Past, like, the first place you go to is a cemetery.
Well, the original Legend of Zelda had a cemetery.
I know, it's just weird when games acknowledge it's stuff like that and they're supposed to be cutesy and everything. It's kind of that thing with Dragon Quest. It's like, I love it, but dang, did they acknowledge death a little too much in there.
Yeah, admittedly, I'd be cool if they toned it back just a little bit from literally carrying the coffin of your teammates around. Okay, dude.
Listen, this section of the remake's not open yet. That is thing for later. We'll discuss that when it comes time.
Hey! Okay, I guess I'll go in here.
No, you went to the wrong spot.
This one looked important.
That's where they're keeping Wow Bao.
Dang it!
It's not the dog. It's not the dog you're looking for. Oh my god, this Spartan music again too. I like the fact that the distressing music's just basically, oh, I had too many beans.
And this is exactly what the music was in the original game too.
Now you're gonna better be careful because I can usually take care of this guy pretty well in the original, but in the remake, wow, he kind of almost killed me.
But you like block him?
No, I would not do that. I think you got to get him closer to the wall to let him do that.
Okay.
Because he seems to have a braking speed.
Well, I mean, it'd be real cool.
Maybe you just
Hey,
jump
rude.
out of the way when he starts up.
Rude. There we go. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
I mean, he almost killed me when I was playing through. I was like, wow. I'm trying to go for a no-death run here.
I got it. I got a feel for it now. You go back and forth so he keeps throwing things and getting in position, and then once you're ready, he's not so bad.
That's not how you do the hurricane mixer, you Buffalo Man wannabe.
Let me stab the fairy!
You saved Bow Wow.
That is an absolutely fearsome beast.
Bow Wow.
I'm gonna be honest, I friggin' love chain chomps.
It's a dog. I don't know where you're getting chain chomps from. It's a dog.
I don't know, something about it just... I mean, I know it's a dog. I can look at it and tell, like, yeah, that's a dog. I get it.
You know,
But just something about it reminds me of a chain chomp. I don't know.
so speaking of chain chomps,
Maybe
you know
it's
what'd be
because chain chomps make that bark noise.
Speaking of chain chomps, you know what'd be a great thing to happen for chain chomps? If they were a partner in a Paper Mario game.
Oh my goodness, holy crap. Okay, you're coming with me, buddy. Because we're not done up here. Wow, get him!
You can actually take... Yeah, he actually, like, just eats enemies. Like, almost one-shots everything. You can actually take him back
Friggin'
to town.
get him!
You can actually take him back to town, to Madame Mau Mau.
Oh,
and
could I not go up top?
I think
Oh, hey, Dompe.
Hey, look. What you got, Dompe?
It sure is. How you doing, buddy?
You can actually take him back to town, and Madame Meow Meow actually just says, "Oh, he looks like he needs a walk. Why don't you take him out for a bit?" So, like, even if you take him back, she's just like, "Oh, he seems to be having fun. Why don't you just take him out for a bit and, you know, take care of everything you need to take care of?"
That's a long chain you got there, buddy.
What are you stuck on, Bow Wow?
I will eat him!
I was about to say, did you break my game? I keep letting you borrow things, you keep breaking them.
Yeah, because you do actually need Chain Chomp. Bow Wow. I don't know why I
Bow
keep
Wow.
saying Chain Chomp. It's clearly a dog.
Yeah, it's clearly a Bow Wow. Why would you call it a chain jump?
Freaking get him!
This is what I always love doing, it's just like letting Bow Wow handle it.
Get him! Freaking gone! Oh, I like that he actually hopped over the pit.
Yeah, he's got some good ups there.
Okay, so I do know, and we even had the hint of, like, go to the swamp. Do the thing in the swamp. There are flowers in the swamp. Bow Wow can do stuff here.
The sign specifically says, keep out except for Bow Wow.
And what can Bow Wow do? Eat flowers. Can you eat the big flower?
You can eat the big flowers.
Get it! Yeah!
In fact, I think, yeah, there's a chest down here you need to get specifically with Bow Wow.
Ow.
Ow, flowers hurt.
Yeah, get it!
I like how it's so ridiculously oversized, but yet Bow Wow's still like, and it just disappears off the map.
Okay, so the flowers do respawn, which makes me a little sad. I was kind of hoping they'd just stay gone forever. Oh, I like that they put the rock there on the side, though. So
Yeah,
once
it's
you
almost
lose
like-
Bow Wow, you can still get back in here.
But it's time for the second dungeon.
The Bottle Grotto! I guess we
Sure.
left Bow Wow outside. A little
Sure,
overpowered
step
for a
over all-
dungeon.
Step
Until
over all
next
my
time,
lines.
though, when we handle dungeon number 2.
Gotta
I'm still
break it.
having a good time. It's still relatively fresh in my memory, though. Early game always is.
Not for too long. I'm gonna break your feet for stepping all over my lines.
Honestly, after this dungeon, like, I have no idea what's going on in this dungeon, and after this dungeon, I think I'm going to be mostly lost. So, we'll see where things go. It'll be great. Until next time,
Don't-
everybody.
Don't worry, it's not like we have a turtle rock or something to deal with.